Hello, I'm Jeffrey Ham, equity analyst for Briefing.com. Today is Tuesday, May 19th. A late selling effort caused stocks to close a choppy session in mixed fashion. The session's lack of direction followed disappointing housing data and a pullback by financial stocks. News that housing starts and building permits fell below expectations jostled participants in the early going and undermined what was a positive bias ahead of the opening bell. Housing starts during April came in at an annualized rate of 458,000, while building permits for April hit a rate of 494,000. Both marked record lows. However, there is a silver lining to the report. Fewer housing starts and building permits means there will be fewer homes on the market, which should help clear the glut of existing homes and improve pricing. Contrasting its performance in the prior session, financials were the worst performing sector in the S&P 500. They finished 2.6% lower amid weakness in consumer financial stocks and banking stocks. Consumer financial companies saw their shares come under increased pressure following news that the Senate has passed legislation to place new restrictions on credit card companies. Dow component American Express showed particular weakness, even though the company announced plans to save some $800 million this year by slashing jobs, investments, and costs. Diversified banks dropped 4.9% as participants shrugged off news that the Fed has expanded collateral eligible under its TALF program to include high-quality commercial mortgage-backed securities in order to ease balance sheet pressures. Meanwhile, CNBC reported that TARP repayment announcements will not be made until after June 8th, and that the Treasury will announce a process for auctioning TARP warrants in the next several days. Healthcare stocks also traded as laggards. They finished with a 0.6% loss, though AmerisourceBergen showed strength after it announced better-than-expected earnings, raised its guidance, hiked its quarterly dividend by 20%, and issued a 2-for-1 stock split. Dow component Home Depot posted better-than-expected earnings for the latest quarter, but that wasn't enough to win the company favor among participants. The stock surrendered nearly all of its gains from the prior session and traded as a laggard among retailers, which finished the session 0.3% higher. Utilities made up the best performing sector by finishing 1.7% higher. The strong performance followed a flat finish in the prior session and losses in the 3 preceding sessions. I'm Jeffrey Ham for Briefing.com, and thanks for listening.